Can you hear that amazing sizzle? Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be making a classic Italian dish. This is one of my favourites. It's Aubergine Parmigiana. Ingredients we'll be needing to make this dish are 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 crushed garlic cloves, 1 bunch of basil. You want the majority of it chopped up finely and leave some leaves spare. You want 2 400-gram cans of chopped tomatoes, 1 tablespoon of chopped sun-dried tomatoes, 1 teaspoon of clear honey. Then we have 2 spice plates. The one spice plate on the bottom left contains 1 teaspoon of dried thyme flakes, 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of coarse black pepper. Our second spice plate on the bottom right contains 1 teaspoon of dried thyme flakes, 1 teaspoon of dried basil flakes and 1 teaspoon of dried oregano flakes. We also need 4 aubergines, 3 mozzarella pearls, 25 grams of breadcrumbs and 25 grams of grated cheddar cheese. Kitchen utensils we'll be using will be 1 medium to large saucepan, 1 large oven dish, 1 large piece of foil to cover the oven dish, 1 spatula, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, a knife and a chopping board. Let's start cooking. Begin by preheating your oven to 180. Then place your saucepan over a medium heat and add 1 tablespoon of the olive oil and start that sizzling away. Once that's sizzling away nicely, then add the chopped garlic and also the chopped bunch of basil into the olive oil and let it start simmering. Next you want to add the chopped sun-dried tomatoes, the clear honey and also the first spice plate. So that's the spice plate that contains 1 teaspoon of dried thyme flakes, 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of coarse black pepper. Let this sauce simmer for a total of 5 minutes. Next we can start cutting the aubergines. For each aubergine we want to cut 6 cuts through the depth of the aubergine, but we don't want to cut all the way through. Now also cut the mozzarella pearls up into 8 individual slices. These mozzarella slices and the whole basil leaves are going to be used to stuff our aubergines, just like I'm doing here. Once our sauce is done simmering, pour the sauce from the saucepan into an oven dish and sit all of the aubergines individually in the sauce. Drizzle 1 tablespoon of olive oil over the aubergines, cover the tray with foil, scrunch it tightly at the edges and bake this in the oven for 1 hour. Now we want to mix our breadcrumbs and our cheddar cheese together. We also want to mix our second spice plate together. Take the tray out of the oven and remove the foil. Scatter the breadcrumb and cheddar cheese mix evenly over the tops of the aubergines. and also scatter the second spice plate over the tops of the aubergines. This then bakes for a further 15 minutes uncovered in the oven. Remove the dish from the oven and this is now ready to serve. This aubergine parmigiana recipe is one of my favourite recipes. It gives a deliciously saucy and cheesy texture to the aubergine. Half an aubergine gives a full meal. I'm sure you'll love it. Let me know your thoughts and I'll catch you on the next one.